We are back with another Austria game, this time with the intent to conquer the world before 1600. We recently tried this as Castile, and we fell a bit short, but I think Austria will be in a much better spot to do this. The idea is simple, but also very challenging to pull off. We're going to go from Austria to Prussia to Italy to Rome. However, we need to get all that done before 1540. That will leave us 60 years with really powerful modifiers to conquer the world. I wanted to thank the channel members who have supported me, and I want to thank you guys for helping me reach 17k subscribers. That's a huge milestone. 20k the dream, hopefully by the end of the summer. If you aren't subscribed, let me know in the comments what you would like to see different that would change your mind. With that said, let's get into this pre-1600 world conquest. I like Burgundy to be friendly and Poland not to be rivaled. I'm going to attempt to do the balanced estate mission early, which is really a pain. You need 40 crown land and good loyalty. So no mana privileges to start. So I'll just grab Oversight, Loose Diplomats, Supremacy, Rights of Council just for the equilibrium, then Patronage and Enterprise, as well as Indebted to the Burghers. That way my equilibrium should be 60 in each one. Then I'm going to seize land, because I need 40% crown land. My idea is that I'm going to dev the other 5% we need, and then over time those estates should be happy, in theory. Probably take a bit, because we need 30%, but we'll get there. I'm going to focus military straight away, and I'm going to grab this half off level 3, this half off level 2, and then just any level 1 discipline's nice. I'm going to ally to Poland day 1. I'm going to rival to Bohemia, the Ottomans, and Venice. Go ahead and ally to Castile day 2, and Aragon day 3. I'm going to get rid of the fort here, and get rid of the fort here. We'll be deving the gold mine in a bit. We can probably just go ahead and encourage dev. I'm going to improve with Burgundy, but I'm not going to otherwise do any relations with them. I just want to have really good relations so I can ally them after I force them to the HRE. We'll get to that in a bit. We also need to get our elector mission done. Let's work on that. Go ahead and ally to Brandenburg, Trier, Mainz. Then we need one more, but we're going to have a rival scenario. So let's see who's the easiest. I'll just go with Saxony for now, which will make Brandenburg mad. Let's see. Do they have a similar rival? I'll just have to insult two of their rivals. We insulted Wurzburg, and then we're going to insult Wolgast. That's fine. That should complete our mission in theory. Grab that mission. And I need to start fabricating claims with Provence. Also, over my relation limit, I can just break those alliances with some of the electors, so I'm just going to go ahead and dissolve with Mainz, and then dissolve with Trier. I'm going to recruit both of my starting stacks to a 12-4. Won't have enough manpower straight away, but we'll get there. We can put our guy as the general. We can start having the gold, but we're only going to use admin and Diplo. Going to have to wait a bit for our claims to fabricate. We're going to move our Root of Corruption slider to max. We just got a corruption event, but that should be taken care of fast. I'm going to stop improve relations before this hits 100, so I will have to declare war on him, and so I don't want to take like a stab hit. We should have about 1 month until we can declare war on Lorraine. Let's go ahead and fabricate a claim here. Naples allied to Provence, so I'm going to Alt F4 and see if I can get better RNG. So went back a year, because that RNG is not ideal. I'm going to try to sell some of my ships. I don't really need them. Selling ships is a little bit tedious, but it is a way to get maybe 100 ducats. I'm just going to split up all my ships into singles and see if they'll buy them that way. Just going around to see whoever will buy these ships. Alrighty, so this is my last ship selling, so we made 100 ducats there. And I also got a good RNG event to give me money, so I can probably repay my loans. We could turn off our maintenance and mothball forts for just a little bit, dev the gold a bit more, and we can go ahead and expand infrastructure, which will just lower the dev cost a little bit. We are just trying to wait for our spy network. We can turn on our maintenance now, because that should be about ready to go. And I got the Austrian silver mission done, so I'm going to fabricate a claim on Lorraine. Now I'm going to declare on Lorraine, sell it to Milan, which is no problem. We'll handle it. I'm going to be fabricating claims to Burgundy during this war. Suppose I can call on Brandenburg. Looks like England just surrendered Mainz, which is interesting. Didn't really plan for that, but I think it could be better if he does that. Brandenburg is a good distraction at the moment. I just need to get Milan to leave the war, and we should be good. Although, could be a bit annoying. For the Milan succession, I'm going to hit the throne belongs to us just in case. I might go for it. I don't think I will, but I want to keep my options open. 5 prestige is just not really that important. We got the sack of Milano, that's fine. I'll just have Milan annul with Hungary, and that should be fine. I might want to subjugate him later, so I don't want a long truce. Again, I don't know if that's something I want to do. I'm just kind of playing around with the idea. I'm just going to assault this forest since it has low garrison, and that should be good for the war. I just want these 2 provinces, and then I also want him to cancel subjugation on Lorraine. Perhaps a bit of money. Now I can fabricate a claim on Burgundy for his capital. I'm not going to core these provinces here, so I'm going to give them away. Continue to dev the gold mine. There's a lot of value in the game in doing that, and it has a lowered chance to deplete. So I'm going to go ahead and declare war on Burgundy. This can be a fairly difficult war. Castile will help me in this case. Sometimes Aragon will. That's why I allied him, but he won't in this case. Could potentially have him reduce opinion. Maybe he could help later in the war. Although if I did this, it would ruin my relations with Burgundy, so I probably won't even do that. We'll just go ahead and declare war on Burgundy. Call in Castile. If we have to merc up, then we can. That's fine. We got to watch for his mill 4. Mill 4 is a huge power spike if he gets it before you. I think I'm just going to run in immediately on his army. Got the win there. I'm going to grab the independent army to make this easier, which does waste that professionalism we got earlier from the sack. But I'm not too concerned about that. I want to make sure this war goes seamless. We have to watch out for mill 4. If he hits it first, we're going to be in trouble. So kind of base racing me, which is not out of the normal. I need to go get the gold back, though. So the mountains fort, too. It should be a good one to fight in. And it should unsiege that gold mine. Okay, you just sent some guys in to die? I don't know why you did that. Okay, looks like I'm losing here. There's a million guys. Did he have mill 4? He did. Okay, so that's problematic. We got a gold rush, though. That's pretty nice. I might have manpower as well here. I just need the one province, though, and I'm pretty close to getting there. Alright, so he'll end the war. I just want the one province. This will force his capital into the HRE. Suppose we'll get the decline of Hungary here. So Burgundy's in the HRE now, and I'm immediately going to return his capital. And then I'm going to return these other two provinces that I don't want. And I'm going to return them from the top down. That way he joins the HRE because it'll be his new capital. So return province here. That will release Bar, and then if I release this one as well, then it's just more HRE land. Lose a bit of prestige to do that, but it's not a big deal. You can see Burgundy doesn't hate us anymore. So now I can go ahead and roll a Mary, and I should be able to ally him in a moment. Going to continue to dev the gold. We're going to be deving to at least 30 for the age objective. Now I'm going to jump into the Restoration of Union on Bohemia. I'm out of manpower, but that's okay. I guess I could call an Aragon for no reason. Sure, buddy. What is this? Oh, that's my entire army. I was actually going to get rid of that secondary army because I want manpower, but they instead did it for me. I was thinking about doing it, but well, now I don't have to think about it. I need mill 4, which we can get right now. I should have got mill 4 before we fought that battle, but they do have quite a bit of an army here. But now we're mill 4. It's kind of no contest. Mill 4 is insane. Naples is here, I guess, because he still has the Union. That's surprising. It's pretty late for that. Unless he just kept it. Not sure on that one. Suppose I could befriend Hungary as well. I want to make sure he doesn't get killed by the Ottomans. Unfortunately, Serbia and Bosnia are being attacked by the Ottomans now, which I don't like. I'm just going to wipe peace out other people in this war. If they want to leave. They can stay if they want. I don't care. So I'll go ahead and just grab the Union and then grab Prague for the Great Project, of course. We'll get a good bit of power projection from that. And we might get coalition a little bit as well. Get the mission done here. Kind of Bohemia. And we can grab this mission here as well. I'm not going to be unioning Poland. And yes, I'm aware that if you attack Bohemia first in a very fast fashion, you can get the PU, but I don't think it's worth it. Because then you just have a weaker Poland because he's a subject now. But yes, I'm aware that you can't do that. I'm trying to get that estate mission done still. We got 30 dev on our gold province, which is good. Go ahead and ally to Hungary, just that'll make sure he doesn't get killed by the Ottomans. I guess I'm getting coalition quite a bit. I want to fight Venice, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. He'll probably coalition me. I'm getting coalition pretty heavily. We can start improving relations with some of the coalition people, though. I'll befriend the Pope. Could even buy indulgences. Give ourselves a little chance at the papacy. Why not? Could they balance of power done? That'll give us some nice improved relations, as well as the diplomat advisor bonus that gives 8 impact now. My alliance with Aragon is breaking, which I don't really care about. Venice hasn't coalitioned me, so that would be nice if that continues. Get a claim on him. I'm gonna have Poland reduce opinion on Venice, so maybe he can help me. So one option I was thinking about is if I did subjugate Milan, then I could possibly get the PU on Naples, although it would be very aggressive. I'm trying to just dev for Crownland at the moment to get that mission done. That's kind of the painful mission. I've already dev my gold pretty far, so it's not really worth to continue to dev that. We got the Renaissance as a possibility. We just don't have the money for it yet. So the Hungary event happens in 1455. I'm going to keep an eye on that. And we just need to continue to dev for Crownland. So I have an objective to dev here, so I might as well do that. But then other than that, I just want to dev cheapest. I'm trying to get this thing done with early as an experiment. I don't know if it's good, but I'm relatively close. I just need a few more dev clicks. Just going lowest cost. So we got that balance the estates done. Okay, I'm not sure if that's worth it, but I do like that I have access to the rest of my tree now. And I'm going to go ahead and grant the mana privileges now. So let's grant all 3 and then seize land. We'll keep my crown land in a pretty good spot. I'm going to go ahead and recruit back up 16,000 guys when we can. I'm going to grab compromise with the nobility for the staff cost. So I don't think I really need the tax or manpower here. So I wasn't paying attention to this, but Ladislav is on his throne. So when my ruler dies, I should get Hungary as a PU. That should be nice. So before I do any wars, I'm just waiting to pass my first reform. I won't be able to pass it straight away because people hate me quite a bit. And switch to a diplomat advisor, though. I need to continue to improve relations with the coalition. Oh, how did I lose my alliance with Burgundy? Or did I just never get it? That's very feasible, too. Yeah, I think I just never did it. Well, fair enough. Got a mission done here. All Imperial princes will gain 50 of each monarch type. That's pretty good. I'm just slowly going through improving relations with random people, essentially. I can't let the Teutons run the HRE like this, because they're going to lose it all to Poland. So I have to be careful with that. I'm going to go ahead and do assault it for that. You don't want to let him get 100 opinion of you, but I don't know if I can fix it is the problem. Because he defects in 1460, so you really don't want him to join prior to that. Well, I guess I could just offer an alliance straight away, and that's going to ruin it a bit, but we're going to have some issues with that in the future. I'm going to set hostile and tell him I want all his land. I don't want him to join the HRE. That should at the very least buy me a few months, though. But he'll probably continue to improve relations. So I need to sort that out, because, yeah, that'll be a problem. We finally court up Prague. I'm just going to provoke the rebels in Prague. Going to pass the first reform, though. I need a missionary strength advisor to convert Prague. I'm going to try to ask for fleet basing rights, so I don't like him even more. He rejected my fleet basing rights. How dare he? I even have ships. I'm going to grab the missionary strength guy. Okay, I need to convert Prague. You want to state it up so that you can accept the culture. Then you're going to unstate, concentrate. It's important to do this in this order because if you don't have 20 dev, you can no longer accept the culture. Anyhow, go ahead and split the dev, state it up, and of course, then we'll pay for the full state. We're going to grant the enforced religious unity, and then we need to grant 2 privileges here, enforced unity of the faith, as well as religious culture. This will cause you to lose a bit of crown land. We can now convert the province, that should be fine. If we want to speed it up, we can get better stability. Probably don't need the fort anymore. Go ahead and rival to France now. I still am having a bit of a coalition issue, so I might try to work on improving with people. I want to take more land, but the AE is a little bit of an issue at the moment. Really need to get my ideas going, which is pretty far behind where I need to be. I want to get the Imperial ambition going. So I'll probably focus up Aben when we can in 2 years. I also want the institution before I do any future tech. I'm going to collect trade from this middle place here just to establish communities, because there's a ton of people here. I need better improve relations. I got to keep my eye on the Teutons, who are still trying to improve relations. They won't be able to get it. Got a nice stability event, which will help with the conversion. Burgundy's taking more land, which is good for us. Venice was excommunicated, which is really nice. My mill tech is behind, though, so that's the only thing I don't like at the moment. Venice is currently mill 5, so I'm kind of waiting to catch up. I also need to get the institution embraced. I'm continuing to be active with my diplomats. Coalition is slowly dissolving. Hungary's attacking Serbia and Bosnia, which is pretty good. I'm a fan. And the coalition is definitely going away pretty fast. I have to manually improve because the automatic one only goes to 0. You need to get to 50 in order to make them remove coalition, essentially. It's 1460, so it's about reign in Italy time. So I'm going to select to reign in Italy. I'm going to embrace the institution now. Just about Tech 5. There we go. I'm going to sit on Diplo 3. Just continue to improve with the coalition. Still getting down to just a handful of people. Avon 4. We're trying to get Avon 5 as soon as possible. In fact, we're going to focus it now. So we've gone ahead and reign in Italy. Switching here will either give us 50 opinion with princes, or we can get the subjugation CB on all of them. I'll just grab the peaceful approach. So I could have started improving with Italy. I'm going to go for the excommunicated ruler against Venice. This shouldn't be too hard. I called in a lot of allies. Let me try to find a new improved relations advisor. And then upgrade to level 2 at least. Gives the AE impact, so it's kind of helpful. There's 2 goals in this war. The first being I want to be able to get some land that connects to the Ottomans. And the second is I need to return these 2 provinces to the HRE. I'm just going to continue to improve relations down here in Italy. I'm not going to take much AE in the war. For some reason, the Ottomans are not attacking Wallachia. I'm not really sure why. Okay, we converted that province finally, which means we can get a better advisor again. Grab this level 3. So I see an opportunity to rush his capital here. I don't know why he let me do that. Cool. Thanks, man. I'm going to start building some buildings in Vienna because we have a mission for that later. I'm going to culture shift some provinces over here. But the idea is that I want to get this mission done here. If we culture shift these 2 provinces, that's 23 dev. Then we can probably just dev up a little bit more. We should have that mission done. It'll take a while, of course. I'm going to grab admin 5. Also going to switch to elected monarchy. You get like extra authority when you do this. I'm going to grab espionage because I'm going to look for a pulse event where we get a 666 ruler. So I think that will be super helpful, of course. The next pulse event is in a year, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Although we need to not have an heir in that time frame. So in the war with Venice, I'm going to have Croatia take these 3 provinces. And then I'm going to return these 2 provinces to Milan that are HRE land. That means that only Denmark should be being a problem now with these 2 provinces. And just to be clear, I'm not actually doing espionage. It's just for a pulse event. And that pulse event's going to fire at the end of the year on the 14th. To get this event to fire, you're going to have no heir. So I'm going to go ahead and abjugate. Let me make sure I'm being voted for. We got Hungary as a junior partner. And the way this works is you can get the 10 authority here. And then I can just go ahead and elect him again. That gives you more authority. It's most likely a glitch. And I'm going to click the Roll Hungary immediately. This will turn him into an incorporated PU, which you want to do immediately because it resets the timer of your integration. Now we just wait till November. I'm going to grab this inflation advisor. I do want to reign in Italy. Shouldn't Milan be happy that I gave him his provinces back? I guess not. He's just not very thrilled about it. Didn't like those provinces anyways. Well, okay then. So the pulse event is going to happen on the 14th, so we're going to have to alter 4 for that a bit. I really got our causes just twice before I can get the right RNG. Come on, game. I think the game knows that I don't want the AE impact, and they're trolling me. But it is what it is. But I will get this heir eventually. So this is the 4th time I've got our causes just. I'm either really lucky or really unlucky. Well, I finally got the event. That's a bit disappointing. What the event does is adds a plus 333. So my ruler would have been at least a 330. It's still pretty good though, I'll take it. The important part is we have admin and dip anyways. But I would have liked a little bit of a better ruler. After all them birds. Me complaining about getting a 663. Guy's trash. I can of course abandon espionage now and go for diplomatic. And we'll go ahead and grab what we can diplomatic. I'm actually going to golden age first so that I get cheaper idea cost. And then we can go ahead and see what we can get done. We can almost get this, which is huge. Next reform is just around the corner. Still want to improve with people over here. We'll grab mill 6 ahead of time, get a little bit of innovativeness. And let's pass our second reform. Extra diplomat. I will take that. Magdeburg took some unlawful territory. We're going to snag that. The Teutons defected. So after this war, I could get the relations with them back. I suppose I could start improving with them because they'll probably improve with me back. You don't want them to get completely eliminated. Ideally, they will keep at least one province. I'm going to take a loan here just to start building more buildings. I got my third Diplo idea done, which means Imperial Ambition, which is pretty huge. This gives you plus 10% growth, which is pretty relevant. I'm going to encourage dev over here. I need a third province that has at least 20 dev. So there we go. I'm going to take some loans to start building some buildings. I'm doing this for a mission. I'm going to tell Hungary I want claims here. There's a bunch of land that would be nice. I think most of Italy is ready to be reined in. Let's take a look here. So I'm just trying to fix a handful of these guys. They're all really close. I can proclaim guarantee for these guys. Probably the same for Genoa in the short term. Claim guarantee. I just need to improve relations a bit more. Claim guarantee here. And then we're just looking at a few more people. Might need to send these guys a gift. It's only 10 relations though. We can figure something out, I'm sure. I think it's just the one nation now. Proclaim guarantee. I'll take some loans and send them more money. That's fine, I guess. Let's go ahead and reign in Italy now. Looks good to me. I'm gonna grab the AE impact here. I need to go around revoking guarantees now. That's all taken care of. The Pope should join the HRE shortly. Need to build more buildings here. And then I guess we'll take another loan. We're getting a little bit into debt, but not too bad. Here's the Pope and the Empire thing. But I should be able to pass my next reform in the next month. Or the next year, rather. Tech is 6 now, so I can build workshops. I'm going to take a few loans just to refinance. New burger loans. That should be pretty helpful. So slight refinance. We're only paying like 2 in interest. It's not a huge deal. More of our inflation is a problem, though. Because so much of our economy is gold-based. But we'll figure that out later. Poland's screwing me over here. With authority. I'm going to have to kill Poland now. He's got rifle HRE land. The Ottomans just took Imperial land, too. Pretty annoyed by all this nonsense. Okay, so the Pope joined the HRE. And that gets us more authority. Because we got a Roman Empire. I'm just going to ask for military access here. And that should give me the event where he wants to join the HRE. I'm going to click the middle option. If I time this right, which I think I did, it won't pop until I can pass a reform. I'm going to grab a Diplo Rep Advisor for a moment to make sure we can pass this straight away. Let's go ahead and grab my third reform. And we're just continuing through diplomatic. We're getting innovativeness for being the first one to do it. That's pretty nice because there's a mission that requires innovativeness down the road. Burgundy is going crazy. Warring with Switzerland. I like it. I'm going to build a workshop here because I need 3 buildings in each of these provinces. And I'm willing to take loans to do this. I guess I could build a fort here. I just need 3 buildings in that province and I can't build a thing because it has a gold mine. It's not a huge deal. Just a slight annoyance. Ottomans would be a good target right now. They have Imperial land as well. So they kind of have to be taken care of sooner than later. Let's go ahead and declare that war. And we can throw our leader in the army. It's a good thing if he dies. Can expand empire in Venice and Flanders, which is interesting. Venice is just having a rough game. So I probably don't have enough guys to deal with the Ottomans. Might need to merc up. Iberian wedding happened, which is probably good for me later if I want that. He's going for this battle, which probably is bad news for me. Oh, there's some free troops to kill there. That's a win. Oh, they got sack wiped. Good deal. Love to see it. Although they're losing that battle. So the Teutons just joined. Where's my authority? What just happened? I guess everyone voted differently than normal. Probably because my dips are up. Let me see if I can fire this guy if it changes. No, it didn't change. Okay, well, I just filled the first option then. I don't care. I just need the authority. Usually it doesn't happen, but game's kind of weird. This war is mixed results. Ottomans are OP. Castile will join, though. The first war of the Ottomans is always a tough one. If I have to merc up, I will. But I'm hoping to not. So we'll go ahead and start building some buildings in Prague. Let's do a bit of deving later on, but I want to get those missions done. I usually don't do these missions, so it's going to be a new experience for me there. So just kind of pushing into his land now. Made it to his capital. I don't know if I should be here alone, though. It's probably a little bit risky. Ottomans are kind of cracked early game. And Mehmed did not die early, unfortunately. Makes the campaign easier if he does, for sure, because then they're kind of behind on tech. Okay, looks like Flanders wants to join the HRE. Sure, I'll take some authority. Burgundy declared on Hara. Burgundy's being really aggressive. I'm going to grab expanded royal court because I do need to get a tier 6 reform later on. And we're just kind of killing the Ottomans here. It looks like we were able to cross the water. It's got a bit of authority from the Flanders Nature. Nothing crazy. Ottomans are kind of focusing on Poland at the moment. It looks like the inheritance is happening right now. And we were picked the first try, which is nice. So I'm going to keep the Union. That's going to give me enough authority to probably pass the next reform. Because I'll have to enable support loyalists for a minute. I'm going to hold this Reclaim Burgundy mission a bit later. Because the authority would be a little overkill at the moment. We have a lot of authority coming in at once. Potentially could wait for flexible negotiation to end the war. But it would be quite a while. We're going to die here. Oh, it's just a sec wipe. Cool. Loans to rebuild the army. Unfortunate. We could just take what we need and leave. I don't hate it. I'm going to end the war. I'm going to take the coast and make him return Ferrara and then make the defection path. I certainly still have some issues with not being able to pass my reforms straight away. It takes about 3 years to core this stuff, so not the best. I'm going to immediately go for Serbia, though, because I don't want the Ottomans getting in there. The Franco-Ottoman alliance is here. That's fine. Ottomans declared on Serbia. He's going to just ruin this war for me. Don't really want him to do that, but that's just what's going to happen. The Ottomans are causing me a headache. In fact, I think I just better let him siege everything of that guy so that he'll be removed from the war. He shouldn't be able to take anything anyhow. But I'm going to get Tech 7 for some innovativeness. We can also do Admin 7. We're going to go Admin ideas, speaking of. We got Kosovo, so there's really nothing they can do there. I got bronze cannons or whatever the case may be. Speaking of, I can build some cannons. Might as well loan up to do that. The overextension is definitely blocking me from passing a reform, and that is going to waste a few years. Obviously, that's not good. Yeah, this is not the ideal scenario here. Not everything went the way we wanted it to. That's how it goes. So I'm just going to give everything to Hungary over here, because I can't really have more overextension. I'm going to sell my subjects to passive, and I'm going to provoke rebels on Byzantium. Though it is really unfortunate that I'm wasting a good 10 plus authority here. And I'm just going to Alt F4 until these rebels go in the direction that I want. I have a ton of free diplomats, so I'm just going to improve with neighboring. So Alt F4 that, because they didn't go where I wanted. A few Alt F4s later, and they are going to the right province, so that's perfect. We just need the other rebels to pop up now. They're still a few months off, though. A lot of them are coring pretty fast, so I might be able to get the reform soon. But yeah, that does suck to waste 10 authority. Not my favorite. I'm going to kill the rebels now. They've done their job. Bulgaria's separatists are ready, so provoke those. And I can pass the reform finally. Waste of 12 authority. I think I needed to use extra authority, though, because of my overextension, so I really couldn't use it. I'm not the happiest with that scenario, but the defection's looking on point. I'm going to ask the Papal States to break alliance with Ragusa, so I don't have to fight them. I didn't actually have to Alt F4 for the Bulgaria separatists, which is nice. Duchess of Burgundy dies, that's fine. But I imagine I'll have to grant all the land rights. I'm going to state up everything. I think I'll grant at least one land right for now. That was a quick Duchess of Burgundy dies. I don't know why, but he only has 4,000 troops. It's fine by me. I'm just going to grab the war taxes cost, the age. Pretty nice size Burgundy, though, so we'll take that. We got the Ottoman Menace mission done, as well as liberate the Balkans and secure Croatia. We need to work on this mission here, where we have 5 provinces with Austrian culture with 3 buildings in Dev 20. I guess we'll pick the provinces down here. So we'll take more loans, always more loans, and we can start building buildings here. And then we'll need to work on deving them both to 20. We'll do that in time. I have a lot of dev type missions, which is kind of irritating, but it's not a big deal. Normally I would add Bulgaria and Byzantium to the HRE for authority. This campaign I can't do that because I want to form Rome eventually. So I'll be a little bit slower with my reforms, but I think it'll be okay. Got the University of Vienna here. Take that. I'll grab Diplo up here from the church. It'll help me pass reforms and that sort of thing. See this really annoying situation where Georgia is getting military access and giving my subjects Georgia military access? There's not that many good ways to solve this problem because the rebel defection issue. I mean, there's a couple ideas that would work. I could make new rebels that can defect later, which is just kind of annoying. I'd rather deal with it sooner than later, but yeah, our options are getting limited. These rebels just barely occupied the provinces too. But whatever, we're just going to have to decrease autonomy to piss these guys off. I hate that Hungary even took this province, because if I had the full surround, this would have never happened. I'll grab this mission here for the authority. Just getting through diplomatic. And I'm going to get those rebels popped up again as soon as possible. And I'll deck on Hungary if he gives them access again. I'm going to murder everybody over here, so there's no reason that anyone would get access. Thanks to Hungary, I have to do this. I'm going to move my subjects back to no focus, so they actually do something. I don't want to call him Poland, because I just want to murder, and he'll want the land. But yeah, I can't really risk that any war will be declared where they might get access in some weird way. I'm going to declare war on this guy here as well. I'm just going to have to eliminate everybody that might be in a war that gives access. I'm not going to allow anyone else to live. Hungary killed everybody in this region. It didn't have to be like this, Hungary. Our leader died. I guess that's fine. We get double authority because of our weird reform, tier 1. Gotta make sure my Bulgaria and Byzantium rebels do not defect at the moment or do not rise up. But yeah, if I murder everybody, there's no wars going on over here. Hungary killed everybody. Why did you do it, Hungary? Everyone dies because of you. Finish Diplo here, which is good. I'm going to give Hungary these provinces. Then I'm going to feed Hungary everything over here. So nobody else should exist over here, which is just what we want. Now I'm going to put my subjects back to sleep, and I got to get the rebels to defect again, which is really unfortunate because it's pretty annoying. We now have our 663, but we have pretenders. But I'll go ahead and provoke the rebels. Going to provoke the other rebels as well. Hopefully the game is merciful and just has the rebels go the right direction for me. I deserve it after that garbage. I didn't get it the first try. Unlucky. Okay, second try. I will take that. If Hungary tries that again, it's war. It's a bit of alt-pouring, but we got them to go where we need them to go. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. That was frustrating. Not a fan. But hey, we're almost to our next reform, so I am a fan of that. See if we can grab a Diplorep advisor. And that'll let me get my 5th reform. The Diplorep here would be nice too. I'm eyeing this mission here. I just need to have a massive army. But I could just have a massive army for a few days. It would ruin my manpower, but it probably would be worth it in the long run. I'm going to get a claim with England. I got the last night event here. This is super nice. 555 air. So 663 to a 555. That's pretty ideal, I'd say. Gonna vassalize Wolgast. Once this guy gets annexed, we can ask Poland for the land back because it's HRE land. But I'm gonna go to war with Denmark. It's gonna be an Imperial ban on Holstein, calling the allies. Gotta keep an eye out for these defections, of course. I lost my ships. It's over. So Poland annexed that guy. So that means soon I'm gonna be able to ask him to return those. Should probably be carrying favors, though we almost have the max favors we can even have. Gonna grab adaptability here. We'll go ahead and just have Denmark release Holstein. Well, I need a diplomat. Then we're gonna ask Poland to return some land. So we'll have him return core province, just all these over here. Return core province, and return one more core province. Then finally grab this one. So we should be good to go. Grab the Imperial border. That'll give us some authority, of course. If we can finish this mission, we can get a bit more authority. Well, authority growth, rather. I'm going to fabricate a claim in England. So I need to build a few more buildings down here. And I'm going to need to dead these provinces up. I culture shifted them to Austria a while ago. It took a while, but good to go now. I'll probably wait until I get my next tech. I don't want to be behind in military. Also going to ally to Scotland, just to prevent England from doing the murder. That puts me one over my relation limit, but that's okay. I'm going to declare on England. The main point of this is getting Portugal's provinces, so I can get the PU with Castile. I guess I can't get past France, though. Awkward. I would call on Castile, but he's probably going to take the provinces. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to send all my units down to Portugal. Again, I don't really care about England at all. The defections are just around the corner, too. I got to keep my eye out for those. Oh, I have mill access to the Ottomans. That's not good. That means the Ottomans have access to my land. But the defections also happen in, like, months. I have a problem, though, because if I have access to their land, they have access to my land. I'm going to call in Castile now. I'm sure I can snipe enough provinces. Should be fine. Bulgaria is the thing. So I'm going to declare in Bulgaria. The quick carpet siege. Byzantium's also here. So I shall declare in Byzantium. These wars are super easy. Good old affection wars. So quick colonization with Bulgaria. And we'll concentrate a bit of dev. We eventually want 50 dev in our capital. We're going to grab another land right as well. You can see Castile will take occupation of some provinces. So we're going to grab colonization Byzantium. Concentrate. But it's going to take me a bit to core, and I don't want to waste too much authority. I guess I'm slightly overextended. The idea in this war, though, is just to take 4 provinces from Portugal. I don't even really care about England. We'll Sweden and Null with England. I'll create the council here. Better idea cost. And we can grab transfer subject at half cost. Not that we really need it, but this is annoying. Wasn't paying attention. I let these rebels get a little out of hand. So I'm going to grab 4 provinces from Portugal here. These are just the 4 cheapest ones I could find. That's going to give me the Iberia relations mission. I'll just scornfully insult France for the relations. And now we just trade favors for trust. And we should be able to unite with the Iberian crown. So got 2 new PUs. That was the main point of the war. I'll expanded temple rights for my 4th reform. Tech 7 here, so our techs are okay. 778. I'm trying to decide what to do with the England situation. I'll just grab the 2 provinces down here so I can feed 2 Castile. And otherwise I'll just piece them out. Suppose we'll take money as well. Got the crown of Spain now. That turns Castile into a super PU. I don't know what it's called. Now I'm going to grant Castile some of that land, so I don't want the overextension. They should be close to passing the next reform. I just have a bunch of overextension to deal with. Once all the scores up, we should be good. I got the Universal Empire for the Spain thing. I suppose it will give me some authority, even though it'll make people unhappy. I'm going to look to vassal the Teutons, and I can grab strong duchies, I believe. So we're just finishing those cores. Just be a few months. So we'll pass the first centralization here. A little bit of a waste of authority. This could be a problem. I think it'll be okay, but people might be a little upset. Or it could be a big issue, actually. I'm not sure. We've been improving relations with neighboring, so it should be okay. I need to build a 3rd building in these provinces for my Imperial capitals mission. They also need to be devved up just a bit. So those are devved. Let's have this mission here. These 2 provinces need to be devved for that one. So we're getting there. So the Universal Empire happened. I got a little bit of authority, but I'm wondering if that's... We could be in the coalition territory now. They're pretty mad about that. I'll go ahead and pay off my burger loans, get new ones. I have a mission to have 120,000 guys, or maybe it's 125. So let's recruit an extra 5 guys down here. So the Imperial Capital's mission done. Gives you Diplo Rep and Imperial Growth Modifier. Just helps you get your reforms done a little faster. Nothing major. I'm going to go ahead and declare war on France. We'll call in our allies that will go. We're going to be fighting the Ottomans in Naples and a couple other people. I'm just going to get the Ottomans out of the war really fast. Plans to focus all my attention on the Ottomans first. I'm just going to go ahead and have the Ottomans annul with France. That should be good. Now we can focus our efforts on France. Let's go ahead and finish up admin. And we can go ahead and grab a policy. Should improve with neighboring a bit more. So let's go ahead and grab shift the balance. I believe that gives the burghers a privilege. I'll have Naples annul with France. So I'm going to end this war. I'm trying to take provinces away from Europe. They're still going to be a little bit mad. They'll get over it. And I'm going to give away all the provinces to Castile. I don't want that. Maybe I can't give them all away. No, I can't. I guess I'm overextended now. Didn't really want to be. So this mission done here, weaken France. Then I got defeat the French. Pick the bottom option. And I also got Austria propers done. This mission's a little weird. You have to have your nobility influence really reined in. And right now, that's not looking good. So it was a tad bit aggressive. I don't think it'll be bad. I can grant Castile another one. I'm going to grab curtail the Imperial States. I'm going to give Castile this land. A truce with the Ottomans expired. So that means we should be able to just declare on them. I'm going to couple your Tunis and maybe feed Aragon or Castile the land. Or some of the land. My leader died. We got a 555 though, so that's fine. So that means we get some extra authority here. There, and we'll elect him. They give us a lot of authority. I guess I better just win this war fast. He actually let me cross the water, which is surprising. He's in shambles. We're getting authority very fast though. I imagine we won't be able to win this war in time. We're on a good pace, I guess. I don't know that I'll be able to get Tunis out of the war though. Definitely crushing the Ottomans though. No worries. Just at the 1500s. I'm actually just going to white peace Tunis. Make this war faster. Because I could be passing reforms, and I'm currently not. So in this war, I'm just trying to do the mission where we have to kick the Ottomans out of Europe. So that should have that done now. That's going to give us missionary strength, tolerance, and some influence until the end of the game. I gave Poland one of those provinces, which is annoying, but whatever. We got this mission here as well. Actually, I'm going to pass the reform before we do that. I'm going to be overextended. I'm going to have to make horrible border gore now because I'm overextended. And I can't pass reforms when I'm overextended. So Hungary must try to take everything. Yeah, we're just going to grant Hungary everything we can. It's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. So that lets us pass this second to last reform. The Pope will leave immediately. So this mission here gives that 10 authority. We were holding it. Or wait, I lied. I guess we don't get any authority. Just wasted my time. So we're doing a war we don't care about. I don't really want the Papal State to take more land. Not ideal. I also want the Reformation to happen. They just gave me silly, I guess. I didn't really want it. But thanks. I wish it would like ask you if you wanted the provinces. Yeah, he took a bunch of land. I didn't really want him to do that. It's fine. We'll kill him at the end of the day. Doesn't really matter. He dies anyways. I'm going to dissolve with the Papal States. Because I'm going to murder him. I'm going to build 20 transport ships. And ally to Scotland again. So I can transfer my troops over there. I need to improve relations with some of my subjects. I'm going to place relative on throne for a mission. We're just going to hang out until we get the revoke. We did get spread the von Habsburg now. Someday we'll figure out our loyalty. I also want to dev Vienna to 50. Well, I don't really want to, but the game wants me to. So we deved it to 50. I didn't mean to dev for the institution, but I guess we did at the same time. What else do we need? Oh, just level 3 advisors and 6 buildings. We can do that. The Reformation could happen any day now. We want it to happen sooner than later. Early dips are up here. Protestant Reformation is here, and that's what we like to see. I have a lot of inflation I need to get rid of. I guess now would be a good time to do that. I got the Vienna Waltz here. It gives all estates loyalty equilibrium as well as monthly splendor, but only when you meet the conditions. I believe it's prestige and loyalty with the estate. Let's check. The conditions are 80 prestige and 60 nobility loyalty. But I need to get rid of a bunch of privileges for the nobility. So we of course could revoke now. We're not going to. We'll revoke in a few years. I'm going to grab military engineering for my tier 5. I'm just waiting for the last 3 people to want to vote for me. So I'm going to go ahead and full revoke now. Demand oaths of loyalty. I'm going to head over to England. But I did get a mission done here. I'm going to have to divert trade with everybody, as per normal. There should be a divert all button, the dream. Now we collect from Genoa, move our trade capital to the English Channel, and then also collect from Venice. Going to grab this mission here, which gives me 2,000 ducats, and gives me the stop the Dutch revolt thing. Pretty handy one. I'll go ahead and brace the institution now. I'll get mill 10, but I want to save my diplo points for an idea. I just wasted a hair bit of points, no big deal. So tech 10. Going to be grabbing influence ideas. Just go ahead and grab as many as I can. And I got some missions done here as well. I'm going to ask Poland to return core provinces. We'll start with this one, which was 69 favors. I'm going to get rid of a nobility privilege. I just need to get less privileges. So get rid of supremacy over the crown. I have to have less influence than 40, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, less influence than 40. I also need 1,000 dev. So we'll go ahead and sail over to Scotland. I'm going to ask for fleet basing rights. I think Napoleon should have done this. Would recommend. Got the rebel waves down here again. Since I always do a poor job of doing them, they always just get more separatism. It's a cycle. And you want to get a debt, and I guess I just can. Should eventually get better advisors. We're going to recruit a bunch of more guys, now that we have the capacity. I'm having Poland return more land here, so I can form Prussia later. I'm going to start breaking some vassals down here. It's basically going to free up these OPMs. It's because I need the land, so I release 3 vassals down there. I'm going to go ahead and declare war on England, co-belligerate Portugal. It shouldn't be too hard of a war. Just as a reminder, I'm not getting exiled because I'm allied and I have mill access. That's how that works. You don't have to call him into the war, though. Could call in Scotland, but he would just want to steal the land, so I don't really see the point. Just going to get through influence here. England's not really doing much. He might be in the New World or something. Maybe Ireland? I don't know. He is definitely not home. Go ahead and grab these 3 provinces from the Papal States. I'm at the point where AE is just a number. Oh, I didn't realize you know I got all this land. What the hell? I mean, I'll take it, but it's weird. I'm going to break with Mantua. Just kind of breaking with all the small Italy nations, because I want to murder all of the Italy nations. I got a firm hand, which is nice for income from vassals, so I'll get a lot of money now. I do need to recruit more guys, though, still. I'm going to work on this great project a bit. For now, it just does an extra diplomat, but eventually it'll do Splendor and years for PU and integration, and chance to inherit PU. Slowly getting through influence, or not even slowly, pretty fast. Got this mission done here, which provides a nice reform. Go and grab that. We get culture conversion time and cost. Go ahead and slacken and just recruit a bunch of generals. I'm going to go ahead and white peace Sweden. Don't really need anything. I probably should have made my with England. And Portugal's still being stubborn, even now. So go ahead and peace out Portugal. Just going to grab all of Iberia. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of mainland England stuff, and then London and a few other provinces. I'm going to grant Castile what he can take, and then I'll core the rest. Let's go ahead and grant him the Portugal stuff first. So I'll core the rest. No big deal. I'm still overextended. I'll concentrate here. Trying to see if I can sneak under overextension. I probably can't. That's too bad. Oh wait, these are about to core. We'll be fine. I'm going to start converting provinces for a mission, really. I'm going to head over and get ready to fight France. I guess I paid a lot of diplo points for unjustified demands. That's okay. I'll get rid of strong duchies for just a moment. I'm just trying to complete this mission here. I'll select the bottom option because I don't want a million rebels. So for this mission, I just need a bit more guys. We should be good. Just gives us some nice diplo annexation cost. I'm going to go ahead and declare on France next. Shouldn't be particularly hard, of course. I'm just going to auto-siege a little bit, the lazy way. I'll go ahead and focus diplo for a little while. So the Age of Reformation has begun. That's good. I'm going to give back strong duchies. Also give back rights of council. I want 60 loyalty for that modifier. I'll grab indebted to the burghers, so I can upgrade this great project. I want this to be rank 3 as soon as possible. I'm going to make sure to improve with a bunch of subjects I'm planning to annex. I'm going to give Aragon just 2 provinces from Naples. That's all I can do. I'm going to give Hungary this province here. I'm going to end the war with France. Just going to be grabbing as much land as possible. Be giving as much as possible to Aragon as well. I'll core the other provinces here, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and declare on the Ottomans. I'm just going to spam up more generals, mostly so I can slacken more. I want to build more units. I'm going to upgrade this palace to rank 3, or at least start the upgrade. I'm planning to lower their years for integration through this, and then through the mission here. I do need more provinces for that mission, though. I'm going to move to my late game template, do 15-0-10, and we'll get up one of those templates. And we'll grab a second one of those templates in a moment. Go ahead and grab those guys. That should allow us to do this mission here. Got influence done, so I can grab the policy. I also got AEIOU, grab that. So I got negative 95% diplo annexation cost, at least in the temporary. I'm going to end the war with the Ottomans, just taking a bunch of land. Accidentally gave Genoa something, I guess. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and truce break France here. Boost my stab up. I'll grab the integration policy for our future integrations. I'm going to boost this forward a bit. Almost got this done. Alrighty, this great project is rank 3. This just lowers the years for the personal union integration. So pretty helpful in this situation. I'm going to have Sweden and New World England. Going to annex Mantua. I'm going to grab 2 provinces from Tuscany. Going to have Portugal and New World England. And give me Ceuta. I'm going to kill Ferrara's troops because he will not end the war. So I'm going to fully annex Ferrara. I'm going to end the war with England. I'll be taking these provinces here. Going to end the war with France. Going to be taking these provinces here. That's going to grab my Hegemon of Europe mission. I'm going to grant Aragon as many as he can take. Grant Castile as many as he can take. I'm going to go ahead and half state some of the land because I am still over GovCamp. I'm still 200% overextended, so it's quite bad. I only have a year left of this 20% diplo annexation cost, so I want to take advantage of it. Though this part might be a little scuffed. So I've got an interesting scenario ahead of me. I want to try to annex as many people as possible. But every time I annex somebody, they're going to get upset. So I'm going to start integrating some of the bigger nations, like Aragon and Castile. It's going to take those a few months to complete. Also going to start integrating Hungary. I'm very overextended at the moment. Every time I annex somebody, it's going to hurt the relations by -30. I only have so many diplomats, so I have to kind of pick and choose what I'm going to do. I'm planning to form Prussia, so I need these 3 for Prussia, and then as much as Italy as possible for Italy. Aragon will be the first to get annexed. So Imperial Grace where I can. I'm hoping to be able to annex a few more people, because the more people I annex, the more diplomats I have to annex at once. So I'm just going to Imperial Grace to everybody I can. I'm going to turn off route corruption so I can maybe send gifts. Doing the best I can here. Guys, you know it's serious when I'm on 4 speed. I'm going to have to unstate, restate a lot of places. But I imagine I almost have to be in full half states. So I'm just half stating everything at the moment because I'm super over GovCap. So I'm not over GovCap anymore. I'm going to ask Poland to return a province here. We need that one to form Prussia, of course. And what I'm going to do is a little tricky. I'm going to fire my advisor and start annexing Milan. The reason I'm doing that is because it costs 16 to annex him, but we only use 15 a month. So we've annexed Hungary. Now I'm going to grab my advisor back, and I'm going to start annexing everybody else that we need to. So it's going to be Savoy, Saluzzo, Genoa, Brandenburg, Stolp, and finally the Teutons. You can see all 9 of our diplomats are in use at the moment. Now we just wait the month tick, and there we go. All 9 of those guys annexed. Of course, this is going to piss off the rest of the HRE. That's why we try to annex them all at once. You can see we have a -200 for annex vassal and -175 for annex a member of the HRE. We're going to have a lot to deal with before we can continue. You can see that we're very over our GovCap as well as overextended. So we're going to have to half state probably. However, we are sitting at 301 of 425 for Rome in 1525. So I'm pretty confident we can get the next bit of provinces in the next 15 years. That'd be the goal. I'm going to call it there for now, though. I'll be doing a part 2 that will be released tomorrow, so you guys won't have to wait too long to see what happens next. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next one.